Hello and welcome back to my channel. And I'd like to say thanks to everyone who subscribed to my channel last time. Thanks to everyone who clicked the thumbs up. Thanks to everyone who left me a comment. And if you're seeing me for the first time, welcome. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to click the notifications. Be sure to turn them on so that you do not miss any video from me. Before we continue with the video, I would like to put it out there that right now Disney World is actually closed due to the pandemic and there are no applications open at this moment. But as soon as they open, I promise I will leave the links for you guys on my Facebook, on my Instagram, and also on my YouTube channel. So stay tuned for everything that's yet to come. Now one may wonder, what exactly is the CRP program? Well, Disney World actually recruits from all over the world. They bring thousands and thousands of cast members to Disney World each and every year to come and represent their countries, which is something that is really, really good because we watch movies, we listen to the radio, we read books, and we see other misconceptions about the places where we're from, about our countries. And in our minds, we're like, I wish I could crush that. You're like, I wish I could tell my part of the story, my side of the story, to say, no, this is not how we were brought up. This is how things happen. This is how we play this type of game. So Disney was like, actually, we have just the solution for you, and that is how they created the cultural program. Now, what are the requirements of applying to Walt Disney World? Well, you need to be at least 18 years of age at the time of application. You need to be fluent in English, and you need to be able to represent the country that you will be applying from. Be it that I'm from Botswana, I applied for the Sub-Saharan Africa program, which includes countries like South Africa, Botswana, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Tanzania, Uganda. Before I applied for the program, people told me that you have to have a background in tourism and in hospitality. But the time when I applied for the program, finally when I got to Orlando and then I met other cast members from other countries, I realized that it's not all about hospitality. It's not all about tourism. You just need to have the right skills, of which I'm going to tell you guys about in a minute. Over time, I've come to realize that most industries have a little bit of customer service, and that is how you will get to sell yourself to Walt Disney World. When constructing your resume, when constructing your cover letter, those are some of the things that you're supposed to remember. Think of a time when you served a customer. Think of a time when there was a dispute. Think of a time when there was a long queue of people and they all wanted help at the same time. So those are some of the necessary skills that you will definitely need to work at Walt Disney World. Walt Disney World is a very fast-paced company. That is, oh my God, I can't even start to imagine how my day was. At times you get to work. When you get to work, the first thing that you see, it's like 2, 3, 4, 5 families all at the same time, and they all want to talk to you. Now, this is where you need to apply your skills, your personal and your interpersonal skills, your communication skills. You need to be able to address children and adults at the same time and be able to captivate their attention. You need to be able to have a conversation, to engage all your guests. You need to be able to help a non-English speaking family and an English speaking family at the same time without making anyone feel left out. Disney World is all about putting a smile on someone else's face. Disney World is all about creating magic. And here's the thing. At times you walk to, oh my God, at times you walk to your location. When you get there, you meet like a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, and they're so excited to see you. The moment you start talking to the baby, to the kid, another adult barges in, and they also want to have a conversation with you. So you need to be able to control the situation. The other thing that you're supposed to know is cultural dilution. Being a cultural representative, you should be well aware of what is going on around you. I was always able to spot and say, that person isn't from here. That person is actually from here. This person, I think they're from there, But based on those assumptions, that is how I was able to serve our guests very, very well. The other most important thing to have control over, is your voice. You need to be able to be heard. You need to know your voice levels. At times you are in a situation where, like I said, you have a lot of families. At times you say something that is very interesting and another family just budges and they start asking you questions while you're still addressing other people, So that is how you need to be able to control your voice, your tone, and everything, because you're a cast member, they are guests, and you don't want to mess anyone else's day. You want to create magic. You don't want to be that person who, a 7-year-old kid came to Walt Disney World and they expect magic, they expect to be happy the whole day, and you just say something that's actually a bummer, and then you mess up their whole trip. No. So the best thing to ever do for yourself, work on your voice levels. You need to be able to speak to a crowd. I'm not saying you're going to be having like 50 people, but I've had a situation where maybe 6 families, each consisting of more than 5 people, and they just come to my table, and I'm alone at a location, but I definitely need to engage everyone in a conversation that I'll be having, So that is one of the things that's very, very important when you get to Walt Disney World. Last but not least, respect. And I'm going to put respect together with time, punctuality. Punctuality is the most important thing at Walt Disney World. I feel once you even pass the interview stage, then invest in a good watch. A good watch, I don't mean you have to go get $1 million watch, I was using a watch that I bought for $15, So invest in a very good watch, because if you respect time, it means you're respecting your other fellow cast members. Trust me, you do not want to be the person who messes up the schedule when it comes to time. Time is a very, very crucial factor when it comes to Disney World. Disney World is a very, very fast-paced environment, and in a very fast-paced environment, you do not want to lose a minute of your time. Be sure you are punctual at all times. Make sure you're there when someone wants to go to their location or to lunch or wherever, make sure you are always on time, and time will love you back. Trust me, you do not want to. I'm going to stress this out throughout my whole videos. Time conscious, be punctual at all times, and time, like I said, goes hand in hand with respect. If you respect my time, I'm going to respect your time too. But if you mess up someone else's time, it means you're going to mess up everyone else's time throughout the whole day. So you don't want to be that person who is an enemy of time. Make sure you are punctual at all times. Honestly guys, working at Walt Disney World is one of the best things you can ever do for yourself and your resume too. It works very, very, very well for you. It's one of the biggest companies in the whole world. So imagine having that on your resume. And it's nothing difficult, honestly. You just need to maintain the standards that they give you. You need to always be show ready at all times, But what other better job, could you ask for than talking about yourself the whole day? I mean, when I get to work, I would basically teach people about my language. I would teach them the games that we played. I would teach them how I answer to my mom, So you can basically make a conversation out of anything and everything that's in your mind, I can talk to my mom maybe at night, and then the following morning I go to work. That's my topic for the day. I tell them the distance. I was telling my mom about the cultural shock, about the cultural dilution, So that is something that is really, really, really good about Walt Disney World, because they're like, hey, come over here. Do you want to talk about yourself the whole day and I'll pay you for it, So that is something that is really cool. You get paid to talk about yourself the whole day. I mean, And I mean, I know most of us are obsessed with ourselves. Like, if you could give me a platform and be like, tell me about yourself, tell me about your upbringing, tell me everything, just anything, tell me what you ate yesterday, tell me about your language, what do you like about your country. Oh my God. I mean, I know most of us would jump at that chance, you know, to talk about yourself the whole day and get paid for it. I don't know who would turn down such a job, you know. So Walt Disney World actually gives you that chance to shine. It gives you that chance to shine. It gives you the chance to put your country on the map. I have met a lot of people who never knew where Botswana was. They never knew, but then the time you're like, do you know where most elephants are? And then they're like, oh yeah. And then you're like, have you seen the #1 ladies detective agency? Trust me, if you get there, they will ask you about it each and every day. So that was always the question, like, oh, Botswana, I've seen Maramotwe. That's what they will say to you. So like those small things. Others will be like, oh, Botswana, that is where you guys actually have a lot of diamonds, you know. So at times, you know, it gets so overwhelming. You're like, this is so cool. I enjoy talking about my country. And by doing so, you don't just you're not just creating magic for the guest, you're also creating magic for yourself, because this helps a lot with personal growth. Guys, I have grown a lot since I left Disney, like each and every time. Even like when I walk into a store, then I see someone doing something, I'm like, you know. So like they leave you with some of those skills. You know, imagine working there for a whole year. That is quite enough to acquire all the skills that you need. They prepare you for the world out there. Be sure to subscribe. So this is basically me signing out. Thank you for watching my whole video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please be sure to subscribe. And before I wrap up everything, I know on my first video I said I'm going to be uploading each and every Sunday, but that seems like such a long time for me, especially when I'm talking about something that I love like this, you know. So I think I'll be uploading twice a week, Sundays and Wednesdays. And yeah, let's go down this journey together.